Hello students, today we are going to start the first chapter of political science, that is class 11th. The name of the first chapter is Constitution, Why and How. Now children, we will take up the first question, why. Why do we need a constitution? Children, before studying about the need of the constitution, we will know about the constitution, what the constitution is. Children, the constitution is a set of rules and regulations according to which a government of the country has to run. Children, can you think that without rules and regulation we can have an administration of the country? And if it is a very vast country, how can we run a government without the rules and regulation? So, we will start with the reasons why do we need a constitution. Constitution is needed for many reasons. The first reason that we need a constitution to run a government is constitution allows coordination and assurance. People of different religions are staying in a country, like Hindu, few of them are Muslims, Christians, and likewise there are other religions people also. They are different in many other respects also, like different professions they are having different abilities, they are having different kinds of hobbies and different tastes also. Further, some of them are rich, some of them are poor, some of them are young and some are old. So, with all these diversities, children, we know that we are going to face problems to know the views of the people. They are likely to have disputes over many aspects of life, that how much property to be owned by a person in the country, or should it be compulsory that every child be sent to school, or should parents be allowed to decide this thing that their children should go to school or not? How much this group should spend on its safety measures and security, or should it build more parks instead? Should the group be allowed to discriminate against some of its members? For all these questions, there are variety of answers, but for these varieties again we have to live together, as we are dependent upon each other. Some or the other reason we need each other's support. So, to live together peacefully, we have to make certain rules and regulations. So, rules and regulations can be made by the people in democratic countries, but the question again is, who is going to give authority to whom? For that purpose, we need the constitution. Constitution gives this duty to the Parliament in India. So, in India, Parliament has been given this authority to make the rules and regulations, and rules and regulations have been made in keeping in mind the welfare of the citizens of India. So, after the first duty of the constitution, we are going to the second function of the constitution. Children, the second function of the constitution is Specification of decision making powers. Specification of decision making powers should be given to whom? Who is going to decide rules and regulations? Different constitutions have different answers for that. In a monarchical constitution, monarch has to decide the rules and regulations. In Soviet Union, one single party has been given this duty to make rules and regulations. In democratic constitution like India, people act through representatives, as for this much big group it is difficult to sit together and make the rules and regulations. In India, Parliament gets to decide laws and policies. Constitution bestows this authority on the Parliament, and Parliament has to act according to the people, because Parliament has been elected by the people. Parliament has members as representatives of the people itself. So, decision making powers should be given to those hands which are in turn answerable to the people. So, this is the second duty of the constitution, that there should be authority to make the rules and regulations and according to the wish of the people. Students, the third duty of the constitution is limitations on the powers of the government. If the group make unfair laws, who has been given the laws to make? If that group is making, suppose the Parliament in India make laws, they are unfair for the people. For example, if the constitution prohibited you for practicing any religion, or if it prohibits you for wearing clothes of certain color or design, if it prohibits you for singing song of a particular type, the property should be owned by only few caste people. So, for unjust law, this kind of unjust law, limitations on powers should be there. There are many ways by giving rights in the constitution, like different kinds of rights, right to freedom, right to go anywhere in the country freely, right to follow any religion, or likewise many rights have been given in Indian constitution. So, these rights are just to limit the powers of the government. So, children, this was the third duty of the constitution, to limit the powers of the government, so that every citizen should live freely in the country without any fear. Aspirations of goals of society. This is the fourth duty of the constitution. Constitution should not limit itself up to decision making powers and limitations, but like India, Indian constitution provides an enabling framework for government to do certain positive things, to express aspirations and goals like free of caste discrimination. The country should be free of caste discrimination. In South Africa, there was a history of deep caste discrimination, but they had made it by changing the constitution. They made the country free of discrimination. Likewise, India has many things to do with the goals of the society. The fundamental rights have been given to the Indian people, and they are enforceable also. if anybody violates or the government do any kind of activity which violates the rights of the people, it is punishable. So, we have this kind of rights and few duties also of the citizens. So, this was the fourth duty of the Constitution. The fifth duty of the Constitution is to give the people fundamental identity as a citizen of India. As a citizen of India, we have been given a fundamental identity. Our Constitution gives us fundamental identity that every Indian is proud to be an Indian. Wherever we go in India or outside India, we are known to be as Indian. So, our Constitution has given many this kind of authorities to us, through which or by accepting them we feel that we are Indians and we have certain rights to roam around in India or outside India. So, children, Constitution is a very important document for the country, for the people, because if there is no Constitution, there will not be any rules and regulation, and without the rules and regulations, we cannot stay peacefully in the country, and nobody is going to let us live freely without the constraints of the constitutions. If the Constitution is giving us this kind of facilities to live in India, this is our duty to follow some duties also which are helpful for the other citizens. If we want to live freely in India or in the country, this is our duty to let other members of the society also to live. The cooperation with the government is also necessary. The Constitution has facilitated us with the rules and regulations, and it has put some restrictions also on the government. So, facilitating all these facilities to live in the society freely, we have been given facilities for our welfare. Whatever we want to do for our all round development, we are free to do that, and side by side we have to look after other people also. So, this was the duties of the Constitution, that without the duties of the Constitution, without having constitutions or without having rules and regulations given by the Constitution, we could not have lived in the country freely like we are living. So, children, I hope you must have understood the duties of the Constitution and why do we need the Constitution. The Constitution gives us facilities to develop ourselves all round.